Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite coding channel that is Coding Stunts. I am Ashwara Saxena and in today's video of this Python programming series, I am going to talk about Introduction to the Language Translators. This is the second video in this series of Python programming and I hope you have already watched the first video. The first video was Introduction to Language and there I discussed that what are the different types of programming languages and all. Today's video is considered for the translators. So we will be talking about that what are the different language translators. Simply in the previous video, we talked that there are different programming languages and whatever programming languages we are having, although we write them all in English, whatever syntax they are having, that is another point, but we type them in English. But our computer system understands only 0, 1. Our computer system understands only machine language, that is the binary language, or you can say binary code, that is 0, 1. So when the computer understands 0, 1 and we type in English, how does the computer understand those particular codes? Computer understands them with the help of the language translators. Simply, the language translators are used for the conversion of a programming language to another, 201 mainly. So the main thing which we have to discuss here, that is the types of translators. There are three different types of translators: assembler, compiler, and interpreter. And assembly language is there. So simply assembler, you must rely simply relate it that it is for assembly language. Assembler is used for the conversion of assembly language to machine language, whereas compiler and interpreter both are used for the conversion of high level language to the machine language. That means to 0, 1. So compiler and interpreter both are basically getting used for the conversion of high level language to the low level language. Both softwares, two different softwares, are getting used for the same purpose. So there must be any difference between them. Okay, when two different softwares, like you have two different phones, you are having a Nokia phone, you are having a Samsung phone, you are having Apple phone, you are having Samsung phone, whatever it is, but still, simply if you know that the basic functionality of the two different phones are to call, but still we purchase different phones of different companies of different configurations. So here also, the basic functionality of compiler and interpreter is that they convert the high level language. That means any particular language which is written in English, majorly the languages which are like C, C++, Java, Python and all. So for the conversion of high level languages to the low level languages, that is machine language especially, compiler and interpreter are getting used. But two softwares, same working, there must be some difference. So let's talk about it. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? Now, the major difference I will tell first of all, that is the compiler is basically used for converting the whole code at once, whereas the interpreter converts the code line by line. Okay, compiler converts the whole code at once, whereas the interpreter converts the code line by line. Let's like just taking for instance, you can say we are having a code. Oh, sorry. Let's say I am having a code of 50 lines. Let's say okay, let's say it is a 50 line of code and we are having some error on the line number, like let's say the error is on line number 1, okay, 1, let's say 3, 6 and 12 and 34 or 41. Okay, in the 50 line of code we are having errors on these line numbers. Now, if you are going for the compiler, what will be happening? All the errors, once it is compiled, all the errors will be like simply depicted to us at a go on the screen. When we compile, it will be telling that, okay, line number 3, 6, 12, 34, 41 are having errors in the case of compiler. But when we talk about the interpreter, it goes for line by line execution. So what is the meaning of line by line execution? That means it will be executing, and when it will find that there is some error on line number 1 or 3, it will just say that line number 3 is having error. We will resolve it. Maybe all the errors are just due to the error which was present in the line number 3. Okay, so line by line, one error at a time it will tell. Once it has told that line number 3 is having error and we have resolved, so if in case any error is remaining, so it will tell that, okay, line number 5, line number 8, line number 12 is having error and so on. So, but it will be telling them one by one. Once we resolve, so after that, if any other error is remaining, so it will be telling that also. So this is the line by line execution, that interpreter actually executes the code line by line, whereas the compiler executes the code all at once. So all the errors will be told to us at the same time. Now it comes that that's completely okay that how they are working, but which one is better? So to understand that which one is better, we have to understand some more differences and comparison between compiler and interpreter. I will be discussing these things in very detail in the next video. So stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. So in the next video, I will be definitely talk about the comparison between the compiler and interpreter, and we will discuss that which one is better, compiler or interpreter. So if you are new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe, press the notification bell so you will be getting the notification of my latest uploads as soon as I upload a new video in this series. See you in the next video. Take care.